One day at a time is literally about me taking life one day at a time. 9 a.m. in the morning and I'm grateful for another day. I wanna go when I get away and I got every reason to. I wanna back that, do or die and that's that. Man, I rise this thing and slap that. Yeah, one day at a time is called one day at a time because I am living my life one day at a time. Literally, I don't know what tomorrow brings. Um, at the moment, I'm just surviving right now, man. Just trying to get through life, bro. Like, I think the pandemic we've been in, this COVID pandemic we've been in, the lockdowns here and there, the social distancing, it's taken a toll on me, and I'm sure it's taken a toll on a lot of people watching this right now. Um, and I think around the time that I planned on putting this EP out, I actually had a few different names for it. I wasn't even too sure if I was gonna call it one day at a time, but I realized that no, one day at a time is a very fitting name for the music that it consists of, and the time that we're in. Like, I don't know what tomorrow brings. Um, every day I'm reminded of death in one day or another, whether I've lost someone personal in my life, like my mum, or a friend has lost somebody, or a stranger has lost somebody, but I've seen it on my social media feed, or I've seen it on the internet or on the news, or there's constant reminders of death every day. So I think, with that being said, um, even with myself, like, I have like physical body problems at times. Like I get like heart palpitations that worry me. Health anxiety is probably what I should say. So yeah, it's on my mind a lot, man. And I think for that reason, like I just tell myself, like, yeah, we try and plan for the future and think ahead and got visions that we write down, but really, bro, just know that like each day is a new day, and like I didn't even know if I was gonna wake up today to even be filming like we're filming right now. So I'm just glad to be able to do that, and yeah, I'm just taking life one day at a time for this reason. Now, in terms of the actual tracks within this EP, so we've got three tracks. We've got 9 a.m., we've got Holiday, and we've got Baghdad. Now, 9 a.m. is me just saying, yeah, like I've woke up, it's 9 a.m., and I need to get ready for the day. I need to mentally prepare for whatever the day is going to bring me because I don't know, right? Um, I literally don't know what each day is going to bring me. I have ideas, I might have plans, I might have schedules, but you can't foresee everything. But the main thing was it's just me trying to have an optimistic view when I wake up in the morning. And I wrote the song at 9 a.m. in the morning, which is why it got called 9 a.m. because I had the melodies in mind. I was listening to the beat. I was like Cam Legend, who produced all the beats on One Day at a Time. Big up Cam Legend. But yeah, at the time I was writing the song and I noticed it was 9 o'clock in the morning and I was like, okay, 9 a.m. in the morning and I'm grateful for another day. 9 a.m. Yeah, and it just worked. It just worked, man. And yeah, that's literally the vibe, and that's why it's track one because it's like you're listening. It's like you've just woke up. It's literally the start of the EP is the start of the day, and that's what it is. So if you've got work, you're waking up in the morning, right? It's just the same thing, really. And yeah, that's why it's the introductory track for the EP, 9 a.m. Now, Holiday is like when we start to get a bit deeper into like, you know, my personal like scenario. So I'm talking about being broke, not having money, but having financial responsibilities, bills, rent, tax, travel expenses, shopping, everything else, and not being able to pay for them and just struggling here at home. That's what fueled holiday. I want to go on holiday. Like I want to do it soon. I want to go on holiday. I want to see the moon. Like I literally want to be away from the current reality that I am living. And that's why the first verse is me talking about my problems and my issues. And then my financial problems, and then the second verse is me talking about a dream. Really, it's talking about me just flying away to all different locations out in the world and just enjoying myself. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to the Caribbean. I'm going to St. Kitts to my auntie's yard in the countryside, and I'm having bare fruit and grilling chicken like it's Nando's in the sunshine. Or I'm going motor. Or I'm going island. I'm just going somewhere else. I'm going on holiday. That's what I wanted. That's what I craved, and I couldn't go on holiday. That's why I had to make a holiday through the track. I had to create a holiday through this track, and that's what I did in the second verse. But I guess it's just very self-therapeutic. Both tracks, Holiday and 9 a.m. And it's the same with the final track, Baghdad, the third and final track. Baghdad, again, it's like Baghdad. It got called Baghdad because to me, like, life is like a constant war zone. Like, like the infamous Baghdad. Do you know what I mean? A place full of war and conflict. And I mean this on so many levels. I mean this on a personal, internal level within myself, fighting my own thoughts of depression and hopelessness and anger and just dysfunctional feelings and mindsets I find myself in, kind of fighting that. That's a battle every day. Looking around locally as well, and other people who are going through their own battles, and then looking at the world globally, externally, completely, people who aren't even in my life, and just looking at the news, waking up, looking at social media, and you see it every day: war, problems, battles, issues, death, death. And like I said earlier, like, I'm someone who has health anxiety, so every day, I at the moment, like, I'm dealing with heart palpitations, and I've dealt with them for like 3 years now, 2 years now, and it's like a constant reminder. Like, when I go to bed at night, like, bruv, like, do you know what I mean? Like, death is not far from me. It's not that far from anybody. Don't want to speak death into my life or anything like that, but it's the truth, innit? Like, you just don't know. And it comes back to why I called the whole project as a whole. It's why I called it One Day at a Time. That's why it's called One Day at a Time, because I just don't know, bruv. I don't know. Like, all I know is right now. And I think it's the COVID pandemic that really pushed me to feel this way, pushed me to write the songs and create the songs that I did within the EP, and pushed me to call the EP what it is today. Do you know what I mean? Because my previous release before One Day at a Time was in a different direction. It was Just Wanna Say, and that's all bubbly and uplifting, and I just want to say at the end of the day that I am grateful. And it's like, I was scared to put out One Day at a Time, especially because in Baghdad, at the end of Baghdad, I do a spoken word piece where I'm talking about, my depression and my hopelessness, and there is no beat to distract you. It's just my voice, and I'm just telling you the truth. Like, bruv, man's depressed, man's feeling hopeless, man's feeling like, if I wasn't scared to die, I would commit suicide. Obviously, I don't want to die. I'm scared to die. I don't believe I'll ever commit suicide. But, I understand why some people do. And I had to put that down into some words. And to go public and put that out into the public, it wasn't easy. I was very scared about the reactions I'd get. But I actually got some really good reactions from this whole project, especially the last track, especially the monologue at the end, on the outro of the EP. Like, me opening up and talking about my mental health being in such a shit place, I guess it didn't just relieve me in some ways. It helped other people. That's what I noticed. I noticed that people would contact me, drop me messages, tell me how they felt about the EP, how they could relate. A lot of people can relate to what I've said, to what they've heard. Like, even my dad called me one day, and he do you know what I mean? He even said, like, yeah, son, like, I recognize that, this, if anything, this is helping you. Like, this form of expression is helping you. And for my dad to say that, like, it kind of blew me away, because I just didn't expect my dad to kind of turn around and, like, understand. But, and many people in my life, to be honest, and many people who aren't even in my life, who aren't close to me, have kind of reassured me that this project was needed and it came at a very good time, which is so funny, because at one point I was feeling like, rah, should man even put this out? Like, but like I was saying at the start of this, like, yeah, I'm glad that it's out. I'm glad that it exists. I'm glad that this project is here. And everyone that's listened to it so far, I'm glad that you've listened to it. And anybody who hasn't listened to it but is watching this video, go and listen to it. Yeah, that's what I would say. And yeah, done, no? Love.
Cam Legend is a wavy guy, you know. Baghdad, war and rage in a Baghdad. Can't celebrate, can't act that. Conflict on conflict, it's my fam. Baghdad, do or die and that's that. Man, I rise this thing and slap that. Make all my enemies backtrack. Baghdad, war and rage in a Baghdad.